From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea.
Drawing inspiration from Nelson Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom, the Itani Rasibarano is embarking on an 11-day journey from Johannesburg to Durban. He will undertake this long trek by foot to raise funds for children in Gaza.
Itani Rasalanabo is embarking on his own long walk, 500 kilometers between Johannesburg and Durban, to raise funds. The proceeds will go towards the medical care of children in the Gaza Strip. When Rasalanabo is not walking, he will be engaging interested communities like this one in Alexandra about developments in the Middle East.
It also feels like we have been thrown in the battlefield with the lions for us to be eaten. What have you done? What have we done really? I mean, if we knew better, we could have done better. Stop genocide. Why are you killing us? We all deserve to live. Palestine also deserves peace of breath. How would you feel if the whole world is coming for you? Surely, if you knew better, you could have done better.
There is a chart I want to share with you guys. It's not just said here, but it's said all over the world, and especially it is said in Palestine. Alright? Because Gaza is between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean Sea. Okay? Do you hear me? It's between the river and the sea. So what do they say? They say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, from the river to the sea. One more time. From the river to the sea.
Can you imagine Alexander functioning for 3 days without those institutions operating? Think about the neighbor that needs to go collect their medication. Think about the other neighbor who's pregnant and needs to give birth in the next 2 days. Can you imagine a situation where Alexander has no hospital at all?
And while communities face their own challenges, he and others believe there is still room for empathy.
Yeah, I did get that a lot today. People asking why should not just people in Alex but South Africans in general care. And there's a few reasons I can give for that, but I also feel like as a humanity we should care, because what's happening over there is a humanitarian crisis. So from a person-to-person basis, I think it's very important that we should do everything we can to raise awareness. If we can support, then we support.
We took kids from Cape Town and Gauteng and Alexandra in particular to go to Palestine and interact with the kids there. And it was a personal experience, and we saw that there is a lot of apartheid, if you can put it in a South African term, where people are still suppressed and there's still violence and there's still oppression.
Rasalanabo's walk started on Thursday in Soweto and is set to end on the 4th of next month in Durban. Hloning Timkulu, Johannesburg.
Palestine will be free.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The occupation has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The occupation has got to go! Hey, hey!
I'm in Sandton, outside the Consulate General of the United States of America. Alright, so let me quickly interject here. We were at, like I said in the video, the consulate, what. It was the US Embassy, basically. Seeing as that's the country that funds Israel with all these weapons that just decimate entire towns and neighborhoods and killing man, woman, and child like it's nothing. That felt like an apt place to do our protest. Free Palestine, from the river to the sea, we'll be free. If you look across the road, we kept on seeing these 3 guys. They were dressed, similarly, and they were basically just staring at us the whole time. I don't know if they CIA or FBI or KKK. I don't know where they're from. But yeah, they were watching us and taking videos and taking notes the whole time.
It's coming here.
Yeah, I see. Lo and behold, soon afterwards, or around the same time, cops came through. They came from both sides. We were kind of outnumbered. They didn't have to like bring the whole cavalry. It must have been like 20 cops. Wasn't necessary, but yeah, we were just trying to enjoy our lunch, man. You know, enjoy our lunch and do our protest. But yeah, they weren't really on some fuck shit. They just wanted to ensure that our protest would be peaceful and that no one was gonna get hurt and that we weren't gonna set any cars on fire, stuff like that. That lady's a reporter. I don't know, I forgot which publication she's from. So throughout the whole time, throughout the whole day, right, the numbers got bigger, and the cars that would pass would hoot in support. Right, that's how they showed their support for us. They would hoot. Some of them were like old white people, and they'd swear at us or throw water at us. But for the most part, people would show their support by hooting. It sucks because there's this one part where there was this at one point where I swear like 50 cars were hooting at the same time. It sounded like a festival. Just to see how much people actually support the cause and want Palestine to be free.
Biden, Biden, you got high.
Biden, Biden, you got high.
You've been chosen genocide.
This lady over here, I don't know how she didn't lose her voice, because for 4 or 5 hours straight she was just screaming her lungs out with all these chants, and you know, she had them on deck. I think she had a phone just full of chants and full of rhymes.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a genocide.
She got the rhyme, she just needs to work on you know, her rhythm. If only there was someone I knew who could help her with that. She really held it down, man.
Be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
And look, I'm aware that there've been tons of other protests, not just around the world, but here in SA that were much larger than this one. But nonetheless, I was very just happy to see all these people come together, and the friendships that we forged simply by believing in the same thing. I respect that. I was very happy to see that and just be a part of that. At the time of recording, or at the time of me making this, Israel is still dropping bomb after bomb. This is not war, that's what that's supposed to read. Just, they are decimating the people of Palestine in a place called Rafah. If you've been on IG, maybe you've seen a lot of people posting these stories, all eyes on Rafah. It's almost like the last stronghold that the Palestinians have. And the IDF, the Israeli government, with support from the US, is continuously bombing these people into oblivion. And honestly, it's one of the cruelest things, probably the cruelest thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. And it's been going on for so long, 75 years of occupation, and it's like there's still no remorse. It's crazy.
We didn't meet the Palestinian people on October 8. We've been together in struggle for many, many decades. It's an issue of justice. It's an issue of fighting colonialism. It's an issue of fighting racism. It's an issue of fighting occupation. Palestine deserve their sovereign right to their land.
So yeah, that was my day out. It was the Long Walk for Gaza. That was the hashtag or whatever. Long Walk for Gaza. I thought we were just walking a few blocks up, you know, like just, you know, we're gonna walk, and dude, we walked all the way to Sandton. It was worth it though. Totally worth it.